Settle into your seats. Settle in, everyone.
All right, good Shabbos, everyone. Okay, we're gonna set a vibe. We're gonna create a space that's inspired by Rabbi Iggy. When was this concert? When did this concert take place, Rabbi?
This is the late 80s. Hammersmith, the UK.
Hammersmith, England.
Hammersmith, England. I snuck out, took my kippah off, took my hat off, hid my little payas behind my ears to go and hear Depeche Mode. And for the first time, I learned what a niggin was, really. Let's go.
All right. So we're going to need your help to create this vibe, to create this space. And we're going to have an atmosphere. The band is going to create an atmosphere. We're going to layer on some different elements. We're going to reach a peak. And we're going to sing a nigun with the band. So if you listen to what I'm singing, it's very simple nigun, just up and then down. If we all join in, we'll be able to create this moment. So here we go. I just can't get enough. 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 I just can't get enough.
Shabbat Shalom. Everyone here, we are so happy to be here with you tonight. We are so grateful that you have opened your home, your sacred home, to our sacred home that is now gone in terms of access. It's not gone in terms of standing, but a lot of our homes, including mine, are gone. We don't have them to return to, and we don't have anything in them to return to. What we have to return to, Beit Tshuva, what we have to return to is our best selves. What we have to return to is each other. What we have to return to, no matter what happens to everything we have, is that we have this tradition, this set of crazy observances that we, because we're a little, mashugane, believe will help us be better people. The way we do it is for us. It's not for anybody else. So welcome home. All of you from KI, welcome home to Beit Shuvah. Beit Shuvah, welcome home. All of us, let us welcome ourselves home. To love, to acceptance, to the tradition, and to the ways of Shabbat that we're now going to continue with just celebrating Shabbat together.
All the birthdays, we invite you to come up here to help us bring in the Shabbat with the candle blessings, when we separate Friday night from Shabbat, when we separate the mundane to the holy. Please come up here.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
As so many of you know, this is such a special Shabbat. Where we have guests from KI, when we are celebrating not just Shabbat, but the importance of connection and community wherever that community is. And to remind ourselves that no matter what, how much distance between the different two congregations, the different people, the different rabbis, the different clergy, which you'll hear and listen to today, at the end of the day, we are all one big Jewish community. And of course, when one suffers, the other one has to pick up no matter what. We believe here in Beit Shuvah in this concept that he who can must. So we're celebrating today, and we're going to add a phenomenal little music piece. Yom Zeh le'Israel. Today is for the day. Today is for Israel. Today is for our community. And we welcome KI's cantor to join us for this.
Yom Zeh le'Yisrael Ora v'simcha, ora v'simcha, ora v'simcha Shabbat menucha Ora v'simcha, ora v'simcha Shabbat menucha
Yom Zeh le'Yisrael אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה, יום זה לישראל, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, אורה ושמחה, שבת מנוחה, אורה ושמחה, ושמחה, שבת מנוחה.
ישמח משה.
ישמח משה.
ישמח משה במתנת חלקו.
במתנת חלקו. במתנת חלקו. ירח משה
ומה קראת לו?
כלילי לראשו נתת לו, נתת לו, נתת לו.
עבד נאמן קראת לו, קראת לו, קראת לו.
ומה קראת לו?
ומה קראת לו?
כלילי בראשו נתת לו, נתת לו, נתת לו.
כלילי בראשו נתת לו, נתת לו, נתת לו.
ישמח
Every Friday, every night, every day, in fact, we are surrounded by angels. If you grew up in a traditional household like me, every night before you go to bed, you say a prayer just before you go to bed. מימיני מיכאל, ומשמאלי גבריאל, מלפניי אוריאל, ומאחוריי רפאל, ומעליי שכינת אל. On my right is the angel Michael. On my left is the angel Gabriel. In front of me, the angel Uriel. And behind me, the angel Raphael. And above me, God's presence. These angels protect us. They walk with us. But on Shabbat, they are particularly interested in how we greet this holy day, this great gift of God to us. So we sing a song for them. We welcome them. We have them come, we ask for a blessing, and like a good guest, you know, every good guest is 3 days. After 3 days, like fish, it stinks. Right? Or as Oscar Wilde said, right, a guest should only be admitted after the date of departure has been settled. So same thing. And when it's time, the angels, it's time for you to leave. Shalom Aleichem.
Lie, 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 la 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 lie, la lie, la 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 lie, la lie, 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 la 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 lie, la Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Bo'em leshalom malachei hashalom malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai. Baruni le shalom malachei hashalom malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Sechem leshalom malachei hashalom malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 ai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai.
There's an old study, an old study between about stimuli of pain, and it was testing over Jews, Italians, and Irish people. And the stimuli of pain was to measure the amount of krächzen and sort of whining and all that. The Irish, in that sense, had the most tolerance for pain. The tolerance for pain. The Jews and the Italians had similar tolerance for pain. The only difference is then when the pain stimuli stopped, the Italians stopped complaining. I can't tell you how much it hurt. I say this, don't cancel me. I say this because Judaism, in many ways, contrary to common belief, does not allow us to wallow, does not allow us to sort of continuously complain about all the tzuras and everything that we have. Judaism asks us always to sort of acknowledge, be aware, and then look around and see somebody else who perhaps has less than us, somebody who is perhaps in more pain than me. That there's never a point in time where, as a Jew, we are allowed to say, I am in so much pain, I have nothing else to give to somebody else. Even when you receive charity, when you receive tzedakah in Jewish life, you are obligated to give tzedakah, and you would think to yourself, but why? I'm already getting tzedakah. Clearly, I'm in need. There's nothing I can give to somebody else. And Judaism says, absolutely not. There's always something to give. Time, attention, and yes, money. Places like schools, organizations, communities, staff, music, bands, invitations of people, the food we're going to eat today, all cost money. We pass the tzedakah boxes not just as a schnorr, not just as an ask, but as an opportunity for us to say, we can give something. And if it's not money, it's time, it's attention, it's spreading the word, it's allowing people to know that they have a home here in the Jewish community. And we know that in the last couple of years, this has been so much more valuable than even before, to remind people that this is a community that sees each other and support each other. For us here at B'tshuva, success means that we are able to offer our services to those who are in need. Success means that sort of we are all partaking in this idea of charity, even if we need help ourselves. The other thing that we do here out loud is to be able to allow people to give tshuva, to speak out loud, to offer tshuva. Tshuva meaning to repent, to reflect. Tshuva meaning to respond. And tshuva meaning to return, as Rabbi Amy was saying, like to return home. We ask people if you want to give tshuva or gratitude, not birthday gratitudes, just the regular gratitudes. Now's the time to come up here. We have time for just a few, so give gratitude. Please come here, and we can give tshuva out loud. Remember that vulnerability is never a weakness. Vulnerability is always a strength.
Hi everyone, my name is Jesse, and I'm grateful to be part of this community, and I'm grateful that I get to share my struggles with everyone, have fun with everyone, and just to be here celebrating with everyone tonight. So 2 years ago, on this day, I lost a friend. Today's his tzedakah. No, today's his yahrzeit. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. But I think that, and I feel that he's looking down on us right now, celebrating with us. And I'm doing this for him, and I'm doing this for his father, who I just met 3 days ago. And we shared over the phone about, you know, the memories that I had with my friend. And it was just a couple of years ago that we sat in those seats back there together, you know, for Shabbat every Friday night. And it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. And this young man who lost his life at 29 from fentanyl, from this disease, you know, it's really sad. I still hold him in my heart. And just knowing what type of person he was, he had a genius for a mind. He was brilliant, he was smart, he was loving, he was caring. And just knowing that I feel like he's looking down on us, I think he would want everyone that's here struggling in the back to understand how serious this is. And we don't want to lose any more. We don't want to lose any more of our community to this disease. You know, you can be sitting next to someone that you love back there, and one day come down to Shabbat, and the person you share this with isn't sitting there anymore. You know, so it's really good to make the connections now, struggle together, have fun together, and make this the first and only time. And you know, we have good lives to live. There's so much more to life. And if you ever think about quitting, you know, or giving up, just remember why you started. Just remember why you started this. And this is for Mendy. Thank you.
My name's David. I'm a grateful member of this community. For some of the guests here tonight, this might just be a synagogue or a rehab, but for me, this is an opportunity, and I have a history of sabotaging my opportunities, and unfortunately, that's been a hard habit to break. Recently, I took things they asked me not to take. I talked to people they asked me not to talk to, and for that, I'm sorry. And I also want to apologize to DK if I did anything to make you uncomfortable. I was operating out of ego, pride, and essentially fear. And I also want to say in front of all these people that I did not break your ping pong paddle. But I do recognize that it was broken when it was under my possession, and I know how much it meant to you. And if there's anything I can do to make that right now or in the future, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will do that. Thank you.
You have 1 minute, yeah. The clock will be
Thank
there,
you, Rabbi. Hi, good evening. Megan, grateful member of this community. I became a member of this community because my boyfriend got here. He makes 90 days, Chris C, on Sunday. When I met him 3 years ago, I had no idea what the heck I was getting into in terms of the cycle of addiction and recovery. But now, almost 90 days, finally, because we've been close so many times, so now we're there. Just really grateful for Beit Teshuvah. We're not of the Jewish faith, but when I first came to my first Shabbat here, I cried. I was crying. What has been created here is really beautiful and is really powerful, and I think especially here tonight, knowing that we have a congregation from the Palisades as well. I work with the house cleaners who lost their jobs cleaning those homes in the Palisades as well. What connects all of us is also a story of survival, right? Whether we're Jewish, whether we're raised Catholic like me, or some sort of weird thing as a Puerto Rican Catholic, that's a whole other thing. I've gotten to know so many lovely people here too, so many of the other residents, and I just want to thank you. I honor your survival as we honor our collective survival so that we can move on to thriving. So thank you, Beit Teshuvah.
Hi, I'm Chris. I would just like to thank, I want to share my gratitude for Beit Teshuvah and everyone here, including all the friends I've made on this journey. Without being here, without coming here just over 2 months ago, I would not have been able to start building the foundation for the life that I've always wanted. I would like to thank my treatment team, Jessica, Katie, and Cantor Nate for all their guidance and support over the last 2 months. I would like to thank my friend Jackson from the 7 a.m. Tropical crew for reaching out to Rabbi Iggy. Thanks, man. I probably wouldn't be standing here right now if it weren't for the both of you. So, lastly, I just want to thank my girlfriend and my partner Megan for her endless support, endless compassion, and endless empathy. Thank you, honey, for believing in me when no one else would, for believing in me enough to give me that ultimatum, without which I never would have walked through these doors and found a place where I could finally learn to love myself. So I'd also like to thank my father, Sergio Zaldivar, for sponsoring the Nosh tonight, and let's all eat.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm a grateful member of this community. I didn't really have anything prepared, but when I heard that this was the time to say thank you and tell how grateful I am, I just stood up because they're calling me, right? So I wrote down some things, but I really wasn't prepared, and I'll keep it short. I know that we have a lot to get through tonight. But I put my parents through hell. I put everyone in my life through hell. I put myself through hell. But, I didn't mind hurting myself as much as it hurts to hurt others, for me. And so I wanted to take a second, because I've been putting them through hell for so long. Maybe for 30 seconds I can say thank you, and of how much I appreciate that you're with me. Like, my mom's back there holding my hand, and it's just, she's still here, and I put her through. The son shouldn't do what I did, right? But she's still here, and her husband Wes is still here. And so this is my chance to, in front of everyone and people we care about in a community that we love, to say thank you.
Last but not least, you have the clock, you have a minute.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Shoshana. I'm a grateful member of this community. Today and yesterday, even after writing Teshuvah about the topic, I made some foul words towards someone who I care about in this community. And it was an amazing opportunity, not to excuse the words that I used or the disrespect I showed, but it was an amazing opportunity to communicate with my friend about my disrespect and my words. And it's really amazing that we have this safe place to learn how to communicate and to learn new habits in this lifestyle that we're changing to. Thank you.
We say thank you. We give gratitude to everybody here, to all those people who share, who show us their vulnerabilities, their strength. And we do this with the words of King David, the psalmist, that always teaches us how to actually give gratitude. And here in Bet Shuva, we do this, as always, with song.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון.
What a great band. Now another round for the band. I invite all the birthdays to come up here, please, and also all the people, the house this week, all the new people who came to the house, Jason, Sam, David, Adam, S, and Katie Z. Please come up here. These new residents, the lifeblood of this place, people who seek to change their lives.
All right, on the count of 3, our birthdays are going to help us with some responsive reading. Up there or behind you if you can't see it. So, yeah.
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out pettiness, pride, envy, and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this house be for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Amen. Sounds pretty good. Richer and more meaningful life. So what we're going to do now is introduce the newest members of our community. First name will be sufficient, and then we'll say a blessing together, and then send you with some words of encouragement. So, community, this is...
Ladies first.
Sure, okay. Never had that happen before. That's how nice.
That's a first.
I can take suggestions. Here we go. Community, this is...
Katie.
Hey, Katie. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech, Beor, Bashem, Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome.
All right, everyone, this is...
Psalm.
Psalm. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Melech. Beor. Beshem. Adonai.
Let's walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome.
All right. Community, this is...
Adam.
Adam. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Melech. Beor. Beshem. Adonai.
Let's walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome.
Welcome. All right, community, this is...
Jason.
And Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have been blessed with the stream of the source of life.
Nelech, Beor, Beshem, Adonai.
Let's walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome.
All right. Before they head back to their seats, we're going to give them a few words. So this is the beginning of a long journey, hopefully that lasts the rest of your lives. And every day is a commitment. They had to make this commitment every single day for the years of sobriety and recovery that they've been pushing through for this time. So recommitting, being able to remember that time when you walked through the door, you still could have, ran away down Venice Boulevard. You still had a choice. Even though there was probably chaos from our addiction and pressure from the outside, from our family, from legal issues, whatever it may be, you still had to choose to walk through these doors. Moving forward, there are going to be times when your mind tells you it is a good idea to run out this door and run down Venice Boulevard. Now, in those moments, sometimes there's only one thing that we can do, and that one thing is... hold on. You just got to hold on, because that little voice that's telling you to run and hide, to go back to your old way of life, it will not be always present. It will calm down. It will get louder maybe at first and then get quieter. But eventually something different, something new will come into our life and into our experience. And you have all these people supporting you in that journey. So as they walk back to their seats, please give them a round of applause and welcome them in, because the decision that they made is a monumental one.
So when we gather together, we always hold in our care anyone who's suffering from any kind of brokenness. And let's be clear, while we are so grateful to the recovery community for the ways they have enriched and infused our spirituality with so much vigor and so much energy and so much hope and so much strength of actual practice and will and commitment, we are all in recovery. We are all recovering. Why? Because we're human. And if we're human, we got raised by human parents. And if you got raised by human parents, you're recovering. Am I right? So we are all, some of us more than others, recovering from what it means to be raised by our parents. But just living in the world is a hard place. If you feel and are compassionate and open and wondering and curious and spiritual and longing and reaching, then we get stomped on a lot. Those of us who are coming from the Palisades or from Eaton, we are in right now the intense phases of recovery. So the language we're using right now is very much aligned with the ways we have been informed by the 12-step community, all the teachings around how to adapt our spirituality to touch the places in us that are the hardest to reach because we don't believe it's possible. We are in recovery. There's a lot we don't think is possible right now. So what I want to tell you is, if you meet someone who's survived the fires, who's lost everything, or their house is being remediated and we don't know when we're going to get back, we don't know if we're going to get back to the same community, because so many won't come back, and we know that for many legitimate reasons. They're old enough, they don't want to rebuild. Their kids are starting a new school, so they don't want to take them out of school. We are losing so many people who don't want to be separate from us, but it's gonna happen. Please, if you know anyone who's coming through this, share with them your deep wisdom that they need to hold on. It will get better. It will get easier. It's gonna suck for a really long time. And we're gonna have to work at it every day. But please share your deep wisdom with those of us who are just now living in what it means to be in the immediacy of trying to recover from our lives being destroyed and disrupted. We hold in our care everybody who, because they're human, is suffering from some kind of need or brokenness. Also, we know sometimes people need our extra loving care. So Misha Berach is our time to say their names out loud, because we believe there's some kind of energetic thing, we don't have to know what it is. But when we put out someone's name held in a yummy, amazing room like this, we have to hope that it means they get something, however they get it, and that it moves through them in a way that it can only through them, to help bring them a sense of healing and wholeness. I know you're going to sing with us the Debbie Friedman Misha Berach, but give us the opportunity to hold people in our care, either in our hearts or out loud. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May the Holy One of Blessing, who blessed our ancestors before us, on whose shoulders we stand, whoever they are, may that same source of wholeness, strength, peace, patience, humor, holding on, and light be with those who we name now who need our prayers for healing. Jane Dubovi. May those we name in our hearts, and anyone present who needs it, may they know a refuata nefesh for refuata guf, a full and speedy healing, a healing that's both of body and of spirit. V'nomar, and we say together, Amen.
Mi sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yivarech v'yirapeh et hacholim. Elna rifanala, Elna rifanala, Elna rifanala, Elna rifanala. Mi sheberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak veYaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah u'ivarech v'yirapeh et hacholim.
In spirituality, we believe in paving the way. If you say the words, you can make it happen. If you believe it, you can make a path for yourself. Anything that you can imagine, you can in fact achieve. Those ideas are represented in our liturgy, in our ability to create temples, both in time and in space, physically, spiritually, emotionally. We remind ourselves every Friday that those temples, those times, those moments of intention are the things we build in our minds and in our hearts and in our spirit. And if we put our hands and feet into it, they also become the reality we live in.
Lecha Dori Likrat Kala Pene Shabbat Bela Shamor vezachor bedibur echad Ki hishmi'anu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad o shemo echad L'shemo tiferet ve'litila Lecha dodi likrat kala Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lecho v'necha ki hi mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila lecha dodi likrat kala Shabbat nekabela hitoreri kiva orekumi uri shir daveri kevod Adonai alayik nigla lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. If you are able, please rise and face the doorway as we welcome in the Shabbos Queen. Yeah, here we go. Boi shalom ateret bala gam besimcha ובצולה תוך אמוני המצגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת
Stay standing so we can bring in the Baruch and bless as we're about to go into the Shema.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai hamivorach. Baruch Adonai hamivorach. Hamivorach leolam vaed. Hamivorach, hamivorach leolam vaed. You may be seated.
So we're seated. If you are comfortable doing so, if you will put both feet flat on the floor. It's a way we uncross our arms and our legs. We become vulnerable a little bit. We drop in to this moment, to this space. We are creating together a container for practice, a sacred vessel for practice. That is what the Mishkan was for our ancestors before us. And in the middle, at the very end was the Holy of Holies. And we're told in this week's Torah portion, Bizot yavo Aharon lakodesh. Like this is Aharon supposed to come into the Holy of Holies. Our parsha is Kadosh, Acharemot Kadoshim. How do we become holy? How do we do that? Our tradition says, we come into our own selves, our own bodies. We drop in, we become aware of the breath, our connection to the planet, reaching above ourselves and this space. We open at Keter, the crown of the head, so that we can expand and relax the mind. When we do that, we can come in touch with our interiority, our Holy of Holies. Bizot, with this is Aharon supposed to come in. How does Aharon come in? How does he enter? And our Kabbalistic tradition and our Hasidic tradition teach us he comes in bizot, and that is a code word for the feminine waters that rise from below and meet the masculine waters that come down from above. You're hearing this from a lesbian rabbi right now, so hang with me. It's all good. It's all good. There are different aspects in the world. It's just how the world works. I get it. The feminine waters, though, what is that about? And our Hasidic tradition, based on the Kabbalistic tradition, says it's when we feel yearning and longing. That is what we have to encourage, our yearning, our receptivity, an active receptivity. Our yearning and our longing are the things that when we pay attention to them and we amplify them and we lean into them and we open to them, that is what causes milatata from below in Aramaic, what causes that from above to descend and meet us. The shefa, the divine overflow that is always happening, comes down stronger, more fully when we pay attention to, nurture, nourish, lean into, and encourage our own yearning and longing. We are told in our culture and our society that longing means something's missing. That's not spirit. Every wisdom tradition knows yearning and longing is the only way we awaken the parts of ourselves that are willing to practice, that are willing to refrain from some things and lean into others that might be scary or uncomfortable. It's what all of us are dealing with, whatever level of recovery we are facing right now in our lives. Milatata, from the bottom, from below, from the lowest, from our neediest, from our most vulnerable. That is where the rabbis tell us we have the ability to trigger from above an incredible amount of rahmanis, of mercy and compassion and love and goodness. And the way that we can tend that, the way we can encourage it and lean into it, the rabbis say, based on this word zut and this arousing of the waters from below to trigger something from above to come down and meet us where we are. It's about how we interact with one another. Tzedek. We're supposed to do tzedek. That is what the whole thing is based on. Every moment in our lives, we have the opportunity to lean into righteousness and goodness for ourselves, for the person we're sitting across from, for our community, for our nation, for the world. This is what we are called into, a Harimot Kedoshim this week. So take a moment, breathe into the place in you that is deeply connected to Kedusha, to holiness. We are told, you are to be holy because I, Yod-He Vav-He, being, existence, the mystery at the heart of reality, the ground of all being, the source of life, is you and in you. We have to return Beit Tshuva. We have to return every moment, every breath to that awareness. That's all we have to do. And it's really hard so much of the time. But if we can yearn and long for it and encourage our own softness and our own neediness for connection, we are told we can enter Kedusha, holiness, the Kodesh Kedoshim, the holiest place there is. Home, here, now.
For thousands of years, the next words remind us that the way home is inside, that we have to listen, to hear, and to remind ourselves that when we close our eyes, it's not to distance ourselves from the world, but to remind ourselves that the way is always inside. If you know your way home inside, you'll never be lost. Listen to that voice that tells you to do the right thing, the next right thing.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ufo nafshecha ufo meodecha ve'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha ve'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם דעות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
Many people find Leviticus challenging. Endless rendition of laws about purity and ancient rituals that the modern mind does not connect to. So many people find it boring. My Opa, my grandfather, perhaps the most important person in my life, said to me when I was a child, and I would say to him, as one does, I am bored. He said, only boring people get bored. That is to say that if you can't find interest in life around you, you have a challenge. You need to do some real inner work. If you can't find meaning in what is in front of you, the challenge is in you. Across the thresholds of temples, mosques, monasteries, and meadows, the truly awakened have always whispered this basic truth. The path begins not with certainty, but with curiosity. It is not faith that first steers the soul. It is wonder. Curiosity is not a distraction from a spiritual path. It is the path. The Jewish prophets, the Buddhist sages, the Sufi poets, the Christian mystics all held questions like prayer beads, turning them and asked again and again in quiet contemplation, what is in front of me? Rumi asked, try to be a filter, not a sponge. The Baal Shem Tov taught that every question is a spark seeking a flame. Even the Buddha, before he became an enlightened one, was merely a man who refused to stop asking. You all know by now that questions that I ask are perhaps the most important aspects, in my opinion, of spirituality. And we live in this age of addiction to answers, to fast conclusions, shallow affirmations, influences trying to scare you into buying products that you don't really need. Buy this, become that. You don't need all these separate things to ask or to think for yourself. Nah, here's a pill. It combines all that you need and takes care of all of that. Boredom in that context is not a lack of stimulation. We have plenty of that. It is the death of inquiry. When one ceases to ask, one ceases to really grow. But a warning, curiosity is dangerous. It disrupts. It invites uncertainty, like Torah. Real Torah comes not from what we know, but what unsettles us, what moves us. For us in recovery, it is a great reminder that curiosity confronts the ego's need for control. It humbles. It cracks the crust of what we know so that the light of the unknown can enter. My Torah, a Torah of brokenness, broken Torah that seeks to always break open the souls around me. It's a Torah that shines a light on the truth of recovery, to break the ego and the illusion of control. It's, as you know, and you can say it with me, right? Accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. But Rabbi, we don't always feel inspired. How then do we reignite this holy fire when our hearts feels flat, the spirit dulled, and the world too familiar? For some of us here, and I hear this all the time, we go to groups in the day, in and out, and think, I got this now. I get it. I've been hearing the same thing over and over. It's the same group all the time. Yeah. It's funny because it's true. I'm so done with these meetings and these groups. You see, when the ego raises its ugly head, then what do we do? Begin by asking better questions. Not for answers, but for aliveness. Instead of, what should I do today? Ask, what am I not seeing in this moment? Instead of, why am I stuck? Ask, what have I stopped wondering about? In a group or meeting, walk in and say to yourself, I want to learn 3 new things. Hear 3 new perspectives. Walk in with intentionality. Make that a practice. Curiosity is not found in novelty, but in depth. A single candle, truly observed, reveals the mystery of the sun. Boredom is not the absence of meaning, but the absence of presence. Reframe your rituals. Walk the same path with new eyes. Read sacred texts as if for the first time, because you are not the same person as you were the last time you did it. Ask, how am I different today? It may not seem much at first, but ask it daily and you will notice some changes. It is a discipline of seeing without assumption, of greeting each moment with, what is this? Ultimately, curiosity is an act of love. It says to the universe, you matter enough for me to keep exploring. It also says to your own soul, we are not yet finished. And it says to the divine, in all forms and the formless, I am listening. I am open. I am here. So let your boredom become your teacher. Let your doubt become your doorway. And let curiosity, quiet, holy, disruptive, lead you deeper into the mystery. So let's approach Leviticus, back to Leviticus, with this curiosity. To modern ears, Vayikra, Leviticus can feel like a legal thicket of don'ts, skin lesions, diagnostics, sacrificial, minutia, forbidden mixtures, sexual boundaries. But I wanted to read it through Rav Kook's lens. Hatshuva kadma la'olam. Tshuva precedes the world. Rav Avraham Yitzchak HaKohen Kook distills an ancient midrashic tradition into a single incandescent idea. Tshuva precedes the world, and therefore it is the world's very foundation. Before creating man, he created tshuva. A person who says, I will not sin, I'll be a good boy, I'll be a good girl, is in itself a sin. God says, sorry, buddy, that's now how I created you. Denying our inevitable misstep would be the greatest sin of all, God says, because it would deny the dynamism that makes us human. Tshuva, that return, reflect, respond, is a gift woven into the universe's first breath. Look with me through that lens at all this purity and impurity, the importance of sacredness of life, your own and others, ethical behaviors that are required of us, spiritual growth that is the result of all this inner work. Every statute becomes not another no-no, but a rung on a pre-created ladder of tshuva. Sacrifices, korbanot. The sin, or what we call miss the mark here, sacrifice, the guilt, the elevation offerings, not divine appetite, but choreographed remorse. They are consequences personified. Each animal stands here as a transgressor, allowing the sinner, the miss the mark person, to see the consequences and say, oh, this is on me. I have to own it. And then step back into the world with a better understanding of yourself. Ritual impurity is not moral stain or failure of moral character, but a spiritual distance. It's a spiritual timeout. Sit, breathe, reflect. The mandatory waiting periods train the heart to feel absence, so reunion with holiness tastes sweeter. Mirroring Rav Kook's claim, without the longing for wholeness, life itself would collapse. When we are here at Beit Tshuva, do we not want to feel whole again? To return to a version of ourselves that we like? One that shines? Holiness is not an external condition. It's an inward alchemy of surrender and awareness. Be holy, for I, God, am holy, Rabbi Bernstein just told us. We read it, and this rises out of a catalog of everyday ethics. How you act, what you consume, honest weights, fair wages, reverence to the deaf, the blind, the poor, and of course, finally, tochacha, the rebuke, the honest telling, the charge of accountability. The grim litany of consequences is not cosmic threat display, but a pedagogic tool, feedback. In that sense, who tells you the truth? Your sponsor? Your friend? Your family? Your rabbi? Do you seek the truth? Are you willing to face it? How do you dispense truth for others? I used this metaphor before, but imagine there's a camera on you 24/7, a small little rover that is on you 24/7. It films everything you do for a week, but it has no sound. It has no voiceover. It has no explanation. It just shows what you do. You take that footage and you show it to somebody else. What would they say about you? Vayikra's laws do not suppress life. They shepherd it back to its unfalling trajectory. Leviticus builds institutional pathways, public, embodied, reprimandable, so that the primordial reality is repentance can be experienced in real time and in real flesh. These rules are not museums of obsoletes and obsolete rites, but a path. When we walk this path, the boring warning bloom into the most daring optimism of Torah. That nothing, hear me, nothing, not even sin, not even the ugliest thing you've ever done, can exile us from the possibility of return. A return to what, you ask? To this family, a family of understanding, to where you never need to worry about fitting in, because here you belong. Shabbat Shalom.
All right, so here at Beit Tshuva, we get to do some fun things. One of those fun things is covering some contemporary music. A lot of it's from the rock and roll genre, some of it's R&B, you know, songs that people know. So we're joining together communities, we're joining together in Shabbat, we're joining together in healing and moving forward in our lives. So we're going to sing the Who song, Join Together. And we want you to join together with the band. The melody's not so complicated. And if you know rock music, you've probably heard this song before. So here we go.
When you hear the sound of coming, hear the drummers drumming, want you to join together with the band. We don't move in any particular direction, and we don't make no collections. Want you to join together with the band. what you eat or what you wear. I want you to join together with the band. There's a million ways to last, and everyone's a path. Come on and join together with the band. Come on and join together. Join together. Join together with the band. Join together. We got to join together. Just join together with the band. You don't have to play. You can follow or lead the way. I want you to join together with the band. We don't know where we're going, but the season's right for knowing. Want you to join together with the band. It's the singer, not the song, that makes the music move along. I want you to join together with the band. Last time. Come on and join together. Join together. Want you to join together with the band. Join together. Join together. Want you to join together with the band.
Won't get that everywhere.
No, neither the next thing. The core of what we do here is celebrate life, and nothing is more precious than years and years and years celebrated. Next week, but it's so exciting. So next week, accumulatively of the years of people in sobriety. Next week, we're about to cross the threshold of 1,000 years. When you count all the years of people celebrating sobriety, we are at 947 years today. 947 years lived because of what we do and because of you supporting it. It's rather remarkable. Next week, we also have Alumni Shabbat, but we'll talk about that later. We celebrate the birthdays. We have a few birthdays today, and so right before the birthdays, we're going to offer a few people to be able to say gratitude for the birthdays and then move directly into the birthdays. So if you want to say gratitude, we have not too many of you. That's good. So you want to come? Come. Yes, perfect. Come, Jessica. There you go.
Don't worry. I got it. I'm on it. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi, welcome to the KI folk. We're really happy to have you here tonight. Happy birthday, Sarah and Noah. But a very happy birthday to Trisha, one of KI's. Trisha, I am so happy you chose to take a cake tonight, and that you're back in your stomping grounds that really saved your life and gave you what you have today, a beautiful baby and a husband and a life and a community, Beit Shuvah and Beit Shuvah. And KI. A job. And a job. Sorry, my bad. And an amazing job that you're so good at. So good at. I love you dearly. I'm so happy to have you in my life. And cheers to many more. And a job.
Hi, Bradley, grateful member of this community. Amazing set of birthdays tonight. Trisha, known you since day one. You were working here at that time. Sarah, I got to see you come in day one, and what a journey and transformation you've kind of had throughout this process. A couple I'd specifically like to talk to, the first of which is Noah Bohr, who saved my life, that he was instrumental in pulling me off the street and helping me get support until I was able to get into Beit Teshuvah. And you're a role model and a mentor and a big brother and someone that I love dearly, and I love your family, and you're my family, and I'm so grateful for you. And the last thing I'd like to say is to someone not on the birthday list because they're a little too shy about it, but I'd like to shout out my wife, Lexi, for celebrating 13 years sober. That's her personal decision. I respect and support it, so I come up here to embarrass and shame her anyway. And the piece is that whether she gets up here and talks to the newcomer or not, she lives recovery. That she is the model of what living in recovery looks like, coming from the place that she came from, the drugs she used, the life she lived, to the woman she is. Someone who inspires me daily, that I wouldn't be able to kind of be where I am without her. And a major part of my why, the person I'm madly in love with, and you know, no one I'd rather be on this crazy ride with. So I love you, happy birthday, and thanks everybody.
So we know we have very limited time, so there's a group of coming up. Happy birthday to all the birthdays, but particular happy birthday. I'm Mel, I'm a grateful member of this community. A happy birthday to Sarah. Jackie's crying right now because of the previous birthday, so I'm just gonna say that as your friend and someone who loves you as a sister, you have been a guiding light, I know, for all of us up here in terms of how you do recovery. You do it with rigorous honesty. You're not scared to take challenges and do things and try new things, and you always come back to your friends, to us, to this community, and you do all of this with such honesty and truth and grace, and I'm endlessly grateful that I've gotten to do this with you, and you're kind of the guiding light for us, so thank you.
We love you and are so proud of you and so grateful that we got to be on this journey with you.
Happy birthday, Sarah!
KI, the community, Los Angeles, humanity is better because Trisha does what she does at KI. She's our director of membership. We love her, her strength, her resilience, her courage, her openness, her honesty, her vulnerability, her willingness to tell her story, her willingness to meet people where they are, her empathy and openness about the fact that we're all vulnerable and all in some kind of recovery from something, has made our community stronger. She shines so forward. Her gorgeous family, her amazing marriage and partnership, her amazing extended family. We love you, Trisha. We're so proud of you. Happy birthday.
And now we hear from the birthdays, Sarah. Our Sarah chooses a element of one of the Sfirot that matches every Friday of the people who take birthdays, and today she chose strength for you.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. There's a clock here in about 3 minutes.
I'm Sarah. I'm a grateful member of this community. Don't worry, I definitely won't take up my 3 minutes. On the way here, I was just thinking, like, of how grateful I am to Beit Shuvah. When I got here, I had nothing. I had no friends. I had just been incarcerated. I had no path. I had no goals. I had no love for myself at all. And I had like this tiny idea in my mind of maybe the kind of woman that I could become, maybe. And coming here, Beit Shuvah loved me so much, and I have these friends that have loved me and grown with me and shown me that like I'm worth loving and I'm worth growing, and have stood by me through some really crazy things. And today, I'm so grateful that like I'm becoming the woman that I always thought that I maybe could be, you know? And I'm just really grateful to be here, and I love all of you guys. And if you're new and you're thinking of leaving, just cut it out, because this place is amazing, and like just give it a chance, you know? Anyway, thank you for sharing my birthday with me.
Trisha. Sarah chose beauty for you, and I can only imagine it's for your inner and external beauty.
It's so sweet. I love this.
You have a clock.
I have a clock. Hi, my name's Trisha, and I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi, everyone. I'm also a grateful member of the KI community. I love you. And I have 12 years sober, which is crazy. And I don't know, to be honest, if that's really what I sought out initially. I don't know that I wanted long-term sobriety. I think I just didn't want what I had. And when I came in these doors, I was a mess. Plenty of people here can attest to that. I had nothing. I had literally nothing. I had destroyed and ruined my life. I had the clothes on my back, and that was it. And I was able to be clothed, and I had makeup, and I had a purse that I carried around, as Jessica likes to share, only by the grace of the donors and by donations. And I joined Freedom Song, and I met some of my best friends and my future husband. And I just kept doing the next right indicated step, and months went by and years went by, and now I have a really, really beautiful life. And when I think about it, I can't even fathom what would be different had I not found Beit Shuvah, had my mom not found Beit Shuvah, and Beit Shuvah came and got me and rescued me, because I don't think I'd have my daughter, my husband. I probably would not be sober. I might not be alive. And I don't think I'd work at KI. I fell in love with community through Beit Shuvah, and now my job is to connect community. And I'm just really grateful. I did not want to take a cake tonight. I was really nervous about it. I haven't taken a cake since the pandemic, so it's been a really, really long time. And Jessica and Sarah strongly encouraged me to do so. And I gotta say, I'm really, really glad that I did, because looking out now at my Beit Shuvah community and my KI community, and seeing you guys all here together from this perspective is really, really special. So I just want to thank you all for being part of this journey with me. Thanks.
When they told me you don't want to take a cake, I threatened to cancel the whole thing. I did. I was like, tell her I'm going to cancel the whole thing if she doesn't. We're very proud of you. Lastly, Noah, Sarah chose wisdom for you. There you go.
Thank you. We get gifts now.
You do again, yeah.
Love this. You have a clock there. Okay, I'm going to use every second of my 3 minutes. My name is Noah. I'm a grateful member of this community. I'm really happy to be here. It's been a long time since I've been out of service, and I don't think I celebrated a birthday here since before COVID, so a lot has changed. It's really cool that I get a gift now. This is amazing. In a lot of ways, the longer I've stayed sober, the less I actually feel like I have to say. When I was new, I had really strong opinions about recovery. I was really attached to my ideas. I really wanted to share all my ideas with all of you about the right way to do recovery, what everyone else should be doing, how this whole thing was supposed to be. And I like to think that experiences really soften my edges. And over time, I've had to let life in with all of its messiness and unpredictability and beauty too. And that really brings me to the people I love most. In many ways, I feel like this is what it's all about. To my kids, these are Beit Teshuvah babies. These are, they are part of a long list and growing list of families and children whose lives have been transformed or started because of Beit Teshuvah. You guys teach me about curiosity and presence and all the things we talked about just by being your cute and amazing selves. You bring so much joy and laughter into my life. I love you so much. You guys don't actually keep me sober, but you make the process worth it. I love you. And to my partner, Lindsay, in honor of what Bradley said, I want to, for the record, Lindsay recently celebrated her 15th birthday. She didn't want to take a cake. I accept this on her behalf. Lindsay, I still look back at our late night rendezvous, meeting on the bridge when there was still a bridge that connected the boys' side to the girls' side, with a lot of enthusiasm. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for seeing me as the person who I was and also the man who I could become. You've taught me about partnership. You make this process fun and rewarding. I like you even more now than I did then. And to my mom, what can I say? You gave me life, and then you helped me fight to keep it. Thank you for all the sacrifices you've made. Thank you for all your love and support then and now that you still give me. It wasn't really until getting sober that I begun to understand what a gift being your child really is. I love you so much. I love this community. Bradley, you're the best. You're a brother to me. Thanks for letting me be here.
All right, let's have the birthdays come back up front here. And whoever would like to sing them happy birthday and give them a cake, please gather around.
Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Should that down.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sarah, Trish, and Noah. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober.
Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, everybody. As everybody's finding back their seat for the last little bits of Shabbat, some announcements before we say the Kaddish. Our Shabbat sponsors, as we were told before, Sergio Zaldivar and the Zaldivar family, thank you for the beautiful meal we're about to eat. Some announcements for you. Next Friday, next Shabbat is a really, really big Shabbat for us. May 16th is Alumni Shabbat. Come, sing, schmooze, remind everyone on how much cooler Beit Teshuvah was when you were here. Back in the day. Also, wear your merch. If you have merch, if you have a t-shirt, if you have an old t-shirt, come in your t-shirt and your merch for Alumni Shabbat. It will be really, really fun. There will be also an oneg following that service. A couple other things. The Alex Strackman Memorial, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, will be May 24th, which is coming up on Saturday, May 24th. Between 2:30 and 5 p.m., we'll be hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in honor of Alex's birthday, the basketball. So if you This is open to residents, staff, alumni, community members. So if you think you can play basketball, then come and contact Sarah Jacobs. There will be trophies. It will be fun. It will be really a great way to celebrate Alex's and his legacy of sports and all that. Also, our adult B'nai Mitzvah, May 31st. So if you are interested in that, or you're celebrating your adult Bar Mitzvah, please join us for those who completed the program. If you want to hear more about that program, which we run also for community members, please, Rabbi Jade, who's here tonight, find Rabbi Jade. Oh, there's a lot of challah, by challah, left over. For those of you who don't know KI, we have a special program here. Jackie Elkins, who sort of started it, and Mel, who you just talked, called Baked Tshuva. Yes, we're that clever. We make our own challahs. The residents make our own challahs as part of the program on Thursday night. So it's a really beautiful challah. It's right in the back. Get some challah. Check out the Spotlight, Raymond C., written by Jesse Solomon. Two more quick announcements. Shavuot, the night that we study, the whole night Shavuot is coming up, June 1st. 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. We'll be teaching throughout the night. Residents, community members are going to teach throughout the night. There's even going to be a musical performance. There's going to be snacks. Come learn with us together on Shavuot. It's really, really fun. We turn this whole thing into this sort of like great pit with pillows and things. So it's always an amazing experience of learning actual practical Torah from residents and community members. Please join us. And lastly, if you are new here, and I know there's a whole bunch of new people here, but if you're new here, please take out your phone, look at the QR code, and fill in your information so that we can inform you of all the amazing things that are happening here. So if this is your first time, please give us your email, your name. We won't bother you too much, I promise you, but we would like to know who you are, and we would like to inform you of all the amazing things we're doing through that. This is the last bit of announcements. Before we go to Kaddish, I want to thank KI for joining us, and Rabbi and Cantor, and making this such a phenomenal, special night. As always, we end with Kaddish. The yahrzeits for this week: Frederick Burstein, Matthew Brzezinski, Philip Ross, Aline Freeman, Fred Miller, Hannah Weller, Moshe Blau, Ruth Bachner, Abraham Weiselman, Molly Cohen, Morris Weissman, Kenneth Paul, Brett Nadler, Helene Laub, Mary Blixton, Morton Singer, Larry Darson, William S. Anton, Jack Stephen Crevoy, Lily Black, Max Ramberg, Michael Miller, Bay Julian, Elliot Axelband, Wilma Keller, Barbara Bunny Meyerson, Audrey Gardner, Larry Joe Blackney, and Daniel Engel. Sorry. The yahrzeit today. If you are... Excuse me. Ay. Pull your ear. Ay. If you are saying a Kaddish for somebody, please, we're going to go around the room, say the name, stand up, say the name, and then we go all say Kaddish together as we stand for those people who are in our lives, and we want to honor their memory. you see somebody standing alone, stand with them. Here we never stand alone, as we're going to say the Kaddish. Oh, wait. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהיה שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם, ויתנשא ויתהדר, ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו. לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. Before we say the motzi and the kiddush, one more piece of music to bring us peace. Peace doesn't just happen by itself. We have to make peace. Oseh shalom. To make peace. Thank you.
Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael.
Drop a couple tears over these written words. Destined for greatness ever since the day I was given birth. Born with a curse. I'm just trying to convince the earth. Every time I do something wrong, I had no intent to hurt. I spit the word of crown man. Walked through my head high to go towns and came to reach the hearts of thousands. Here's the announcement. Ginger's in the house, everybody circles around it. Then I'm speaking with the depth, they will reach the height of a mountain. Then he doubted, till he realized his vision was the truest. Realized no other individual could do this shit. Give me a pen and I could use it in a fashion that nobody else could fool with. Making more than music, it's a nuisance. Yeah, because all the kids that hate me, they can cuddle up in group kids. They said I'd never make it, so I struggle just to prove it. They said I'd never make it, so I struggle just to, yeah.
Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael.
All right, I'd like to thank this band, JP, Ted, Micah, and Stuart joining us tonight.
Well done.
I
Thank
want to
you,
thank
Nate.
all of our tech people that it takes to do our live stream and the sound as good as we do. Thank you, Rabbi Iggy.
Thank you, Nate. Kiddush.
All right, everyone please rise for 2 more prayers. Blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. There's a